Now, you know you're not supposed to be reading nobody's diary, but I tell you what's in mine.
Get yourself together. I don't care if you're watching this from the bed. I don't care if you're having a lazy day. I don't care if you're not feeling it. You gotta get up. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of you every single day. Because if you don't show up for yourself, who's gonna do it? Okay.
Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jernè and this is my diary. If you're new here, hey. If you already subscribed, hey. In today's video, we're going to be getting into that self-love talk. So if you're a girly or a woman out there that struggles with loving herself, well, girl, you are right where you need to be. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Jernè and we get into becoming her over here. So if you struggle with your identity, your confidence, or just becoming who you want to become, then girl, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that bell so you know when I upload. Now get your diary and let's dive right in.
I feel like the reason that high maintenance women are so shitted on is because people know that it comes from a place of self-love. All of that genuine self-care, being able to keep up with yourself for years and years and years and always wanting to evolve and shit, that is directly from self-love. I love myself so much that I'm a pour into myself. I love myself so much that I want to take care of my skin. I want to take care of my hair. I want to take care of my nails. I want to pamper myself. I want to spoil myself. And it's at every and any point up in my life. And the reason that so many people hate shit like that is because they know that a bitch that love herself is a bitch you could never make feel insecure. A motherfucker can sit up in my face right now and call me mid and I'm a giggle, bitch, because I'm the baddest bitch walking in my world. I'm the queen. I'm the empress. I'm the princess, bitch. I'm the goddess. I'm the everything. I look good. I feel good. And can't no bitch take that from me. And when you carry yourself with that type of confidence, people who are not confident in themselves, they hate that shit. They feel insecure. They feel threatened by your aura. They feel threatened by the way that you carry yourself. So remember, you need to keep on taking them self-care days. Remember to keep pouring into yourself. And remember that, bitch, the goal is to be the best version of yourself in every room that you walk into.
Self-love, like real self-love, changes the whole trajectory of your whole life. Coming from me, okay, because baby, there was a point in time where I genuinely could not look at myself in the mirror and appreciate it and like it, and I'll sit there and criticize the fuck out of myself. All right, and as soon as I put makeup on, as soon as I dolled up, it was like, oh, confidence boost. Yes, I love myself. I love me. As soon as all of that was off, I'm back to feeling like I'm worthless. I'm ugly. No one's ever gonna love me. Oh, boom. Self-love that only formulates when you are put together and you got makeup on, you da-da-da-da. That's temporary self-love. That's a temporary high of what it could actually feel like when you appreciate your existence fully. When you have a bad hair day, when you got a pimple on your face, when you make a mistake, when you mess up, when you're trying something and doesn't work out immediately, when you don't quit. Like self-love, like real self-love builds you a certain identity that you no longer shake when someone doesn't like you or someone rejects you or if something doesn't go your way or, whatever negative, things come at you, you're like repellent. I love myself way too much to entertain that. I love myself way too much to sleep on my potential. I love myself way too much to criticize myself, and I love myself way too much to be hard on myself. You genuinely need to admire your existence more than just your appearance, because I love every part of me. I've accepted every single part of me, every quality, every flaw that I thought I had. Obsessed. Okay, because I'm not worried if people are gonna like me. I'm wondering if I'm gonna like them. Okay, because I love me. I'm perfect for me. I'm my dream woman because I created her. I created the credentials, and I also, know that this is who I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. Girl, you're with me for the long run. And we're a work in progress like everyone else. So knowing that, it's like, okay, let's get to work.
See, when you're becoming her, Self-love is the first step, in my opinion, to becoming her. When you love yourself, people will notice also, and they may take advantage of you, love you, or even become jealous of you because you are showing love to yourself. You are putting yourself first. So realize, on this journey of you becoming her, not everybody is going to be on this journey with you, and that's okay. See, what I've realized when it comes to self-love, it starts in the inside and the outside. What do I mean by that? When I say the inside, I'm referring to you are now watching what you're eating. You are doing a detox if need be to get those parasites out. And then when it comes to the outside, that's you loving on yourself, appreciating that woman that you are right now so that you can step into the next woman you want to become. See, I was just like the girl in the last video. I didn't always like looking at myself in the mirror because I am skinny, or I was super skinny and I didn't appreciate who I was. But then I started to love myself and said, I'm going to get this whoop-de-doo booty, and y'all, it's coming in. So what did I start doing to better my appearance? I started working out. I started eating more. I started letting go of certain habits that was holding me back. And it took a lot of identifying. That's why I created the Becoming Her Identity Workbook. You guys can check that link in the description down below because I once struggled with my identity as well. That's why I'm here helping the girls get back on track to becoming her, because we're not letting another year go by. This is our year now.
Like, if you gotta throw shade to shine, then like, bitch, your self-esteem is floored. I don't gotta throw shade on no bitch.
Do you want to know why psychologically it's so important to show self-love to yourself? You always hear people say, practice self-love, self-love, self-love. And I know a lot of us get angry when we hear that because, number one, it sounds super generic. It sounds very, very cliche. But when you really go deeper into that thought process of why it's so important to practice self-love, I'm going to explain to you psychologically why. So think about it like this. When you are practicing self-love as many times as you possibly can, and self-love is not just going and doing yoga or, chanting to the universe. I know a lot of us kind of equate it to that, but when you're actually practicing self-love in the small micro moments throughout your days, what you're actually doing is number one, you're creating a degree, you're creating a sense of stability when it comes to your self-worth. By doing so, you do not become dependent on your external environment to, give that to you or validate it. And when a person treats themselves with kindness and, self-respect, you're basically teaching the nervous system that you're safe. And not only that, it literally reduces anxiety and it ultimately promotes more emotional resilience. Now, I want to take it a step further. When you actually show yourself self-love, compassion, kindness, self-respect, when that becomes so solid, that stability inside of yourself becomes so solid, what do you think is going to happen when you come across somebody who mistreats you, who invalidates you, who puts you down, who doesn't show you consistency, who doesn't show you kindness? You'll end up, moving yourself away from that. But the reason why so many insecure people are in unhealthy dynamics is because they've never had a template of self-love that they practice between themselves. So now when they meet other people who are treating them, treating them in a negative way, they're not able to really, clock that because they're not even giving themselves self-love. So think about it like this. The more you practice self-love, you're giving yourself a template and blueprint of how other people are going to treat you. But if you never really practice true self-care and self-love, you're not going to be able to detect that in the external world because you haven't created it internally. That's why the whole concept of mirroring is a real thing in psychology, because people will always mirror the way you treat yourself. So if you put yourself down, you're going to always bring and allow people into your life that mistreat you. But when you practice that self-love and care, when you see people mistreating you, you will immediately know this is a non-negotiable thing that I will never accept from another person because I don't even do that with myself. And when you do this, you end up having strong boundaries. You become so solid. You become so confident. So this is psychologically why practicing self-love is just so, so imperative.
Are you guys seeing how with self-love, how you can heal your nervous system? Your nervous system plays a major role in your life. That would determine, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or I'm not going to do this. Or even when you just get that gut feeling, that's all a part of your nervous system. Anytime I start to doubt myself, overthink, or I just feel a little anxiety over myself, I start taking deep breaths, like 2 or 3 deep breaths slowly, I start talking to myself, telling myself that it's okay, you're fine. And I'm trusting myself, which is allowing my nervous system to relax and make me be able to go forward and do what I need to get done. And if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Every decision you make in your life is a reflection of how much you love yourself. So if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to school, you're not settling for less, that just shows that you love yourself. Now, if you stay in relationships that you shouldn't be in, you're dealing with stuff that you shouldn't be doing, or you doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing, that just shows that you don't love yourself. And it's okay. Like, you can learn to love yourself and do better and make better choices, but when you love yourself, you start to move like you love yourself. You make decisions that show that you love yourself. You don't put up with anything. You don't just do anything. You don't tolerate anything because you have self-love. And that's something I realized as I got older. Like, when you're making decisions that don't feel good or don't look good, it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. You feel like you don't deserve more, so you don't fight for more. You put up with anything. No.
Self-love is not manicures, pedicures, spa days, trips with your girls. Those things are nice, but that's not self-love. Self-love is putting your foot down in your life, right? And when I say putting your foot down in your life, putting your foot down to the habits that you have, the self-destructing behaviors that you have, that's tarnishing your life, that's tarnishing the way that you view yourself. Those things are tarnishing the way that you feel about yourself. Self-love is not putting yourself in situations that you know that you shouldn't be in. Self-love is knowing what's going to work for you and what's not going to work for you, and truly honoring yourself in that, right? Self-love is walking away from people who you truly love, desire, care for, but they're not treating you the way that you need to be treated. Self-love is walking away from things, people, places, because it just does not align. And you know deep down inside that you can live a more aligned life. You know that deep down inside you can meet people that are on your level. And that's in any way, shape, or capacity. Right? Self-love is talking to yourself gently. Not scolding yourself for the mistakes that you made. You're not beating yourself up for what you went through and what you and the tools that you had at that time.
When you love yourself, you gotta put a little pep in your step. And I am saying that to myself, really, because you really have to let go of certain things. Because if not, you're just only holding yourself back. You're the only one holding you back. And yes, it may hurt sometimes, but where would you want to be in life? Being held behind because you don't want to move forward, you're scared of change? Or you want to move forward and make your life become the life that you always desired to live? And even stepping into that woman that you've always wanted to become, always wanted to look like, talk like, be like, however you describe her.
Who are the most magnetic people that everyone seems to be drawn to? The people that are obsessed with themselves and put themselves first. When you love yourself and you're genuinely obsessed with who you are as a person, people reflect that back to you. And I'm not saying to walk around being like, I'm so perfect, everyone's obsessed with me, because that just exudes the exact opposite energy, which is I need your validation to feel like I'm all those things. That's not what I'm talking about here. But when it's a silent knowing that you carry when you walk around in the world, people can feel that. And when your life fully revolves around you, your workouts, your schedule, what do you want to do today? What do you feel like doing? When you're fully obsessed with yourself and your goals, and you put you first, and you don't neglect a single part of yourself, that's what's magnetic. My best friend is amazing at this. She'll never skip a workout class just because we have plans right after. She eats at restaurants alone, and she says no to group plans if she doesn't feel like it that day. Make time for the people that you love in your life. Always make it a priority to check in with everyone that you love, but never neglect yourself in the process. Pour into your own cup. You are the most magnetic when you're obsessed with yourself.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. When are you gonna start loving yourself? I want you to put in the comments when. now or later. I hope I see a lot of nows. I don't want to see no laters, because if not now, then when? So what I want you to do is start loving yourself. Start putting you first. And if you got to be a little selfish, do that, so that you can start taking better care of yourself. Because if you ever heard of that saying, you can't take care of nobody until you can take care of yourself first, that's true. And if you ever feel like you had to step into becoming her alone, well, you don't anymore, because I've created a membership group for the girls that are ready to step into their confidence and just need some guidance. So make sure you check my links down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.